Welcome back and journey along with us as we take this week and do some exploration in downtown historic Apalachicola. Start that intro straight away.
Hi guys, today we are going to go see historical places in Apalachicola, Florida. Let's go!
A lot of neat old buildings down here in Apalachicola. Really neat to see. It's a big fishing town. Oysters, I think, is the main source of fishing they do.
Yeah, they're the oyster city capital of something here in the Apalachicola, East Point area of Florida. Also, in this area, you'll find is where you can find the honey that is produced by the tupelo tree. Tupelo, I think I pronounced that right.
Sounds good to me.
But it's the only place that tree grows is here in Florida.
Love the old stores.
I like how they continue to keep the history and architecture of these buildings in these areas to give it that historic downtown old-fashioned feel.
The corner one? The blue one? That could be a historical site.
Their map's really hard to read.
That's alright. We don't need to hit them all. These guys will get bored.
We tend to wander. We just wander. We do. We never know where we're going. We lollygag.
Best lollygagger there is. This is the Apalachicola River that leads into the Gulf here in Apalachicola. I love it. Right, Eddie? Our saying is Apalachicola and you get sick of it. Alright, we won't bore you with the walk. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is what they used to dive with. There's no way this guy would be.
There's a picture dive over here. The diving mask.
Yeah,
There's actually
cool.
a couple of others. In fact, there's a whole suit in there.
Oh,
On the
really?
left-hand side, if you walk there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there's a diving suit.
Oh, that is neat.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, all of the helmets are replicas.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
So none of them are original. There's just some I think look a little more authentic than others.
You're right. Very,
But
very
there's
neat.
several
Shiny.
throughout the whole place. I've even got one up high. It's got a lamp inside of it.
So what?
You don't mind us videoing, do you?
Oh, no.
We have a YouTube channel, so okay.
Wonderful.
My boss would love the publicity.
Okay.
So this is the Apalachicola Sponge Company.
Okay.
Yeah, and what are the purpose of these sponges?
They can serve several purposes for the most part. Now, ones this big a size are usually not sold this way. You can get it this way. Someone might get it so they can cut it to their own size. Like, we have a family that does the soap. It's the goat's milk and olive oil soap. And so they do it in a liquid base. They will cut these to size, pour it up in the container, and then take the actual sponge and soak it in it. So we sell it that way by the bars or with the sponge in it, or
Okay.
even a smaller version of it too.
Very cool.
And I've had people, they'll use it for bathing sponges. One guy comes in because he has a hyperallergenic horse, and so he'll use that to actually bathe it because it doesn't keep bacteria as long as you, when you're done with it, let it dry out. And that's how they usually do process it. They'll pull them up, they'll rinse them several times to get most of the sand out and salt. Then they'll dry them in the sun and hang them up. They'll string them up usually.
Okay, so these grow naturally in
Yes.
this area?
Well, they are still out here in the Gulf, but these, unfortunately, they over sponge the location. So you now have to go further down, somewhat towards Tarpon Springs area, and they still have it, and it's highly regulated now. So where they will go out, they dive down for it, and they measure and that it grows up a certain height. They cut above it, like trimming its hair.
Yeah.
And take that top part and let the other grow back over time. But originally, as you can see on the picture on the wall, this was downtown Apalachicola in the late 1800s. I think it's 1895, somewhere along there. And that building with the arches still exists. It's the old Sponge Exchange historical building, which is a block over that way.
Okay.
So they would get them, bring them in, but as time went on, when they started dwindling as far as the production of it and everything, they did move down more towards Tarpon Springs. And a lot of it was the Greek-based community that did it. So we just have a little bit of that culture still left with the sponge company. And he likes to get like the diving helmets, the corals, which the corals are not from immediately around here, but different things like that. And then of course we're also known for our Tupelo honey in this area. So we do have that as well. And my boss is very eclectic, so he has a combination of the soaps, the sponges, different things like that, bath bombs. But he also has antiques in here as well, different varieties. So there's the rest of this section here, and there's also another room over here if you're interested. That's just past this way.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome.
Very good history.
Yeah. Always interesting to hear.
Yes.
Story about.
And like I said, my boss is very eclectic, therefore
this is alligator
there's all
skin.
sorts of things in here. He's even got
Dyed.
clothing, clothing, hats, crocheted items, different things like that. So, and the soaps and sponges are just
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. If you need a history on the Tupelo honey, I have a little.
That works too.
We don't know anything about it other than it comes, the bees harvest it, the pollen from the Tupelo tree.
It's a white Tupelo gum tree.
Okay.
Tupelo is a Creek Indian name for swamp. And there are several types of it. The most common one is the black Tupelo gum tree.
Okay.
And it does produce honey, or they'll get them to produce honey. However, it will crystallize like most of your sugars.
Sure.
However, within a 100-mile radius, but in this area in freshwater, swamps and creeks, you have the white Tupelo gum tree that grows. To me, the stalk, the base of it looks like a cypress tree.
Okay.
And then the blossoms, to me, remind me of multiple little like garlic sprouts. On it. And it has like a white blossom to it, green to white.
Okay.
And it only blooms 4 weeks out of the year. And so they try to, have as many as possible. The gentleman in our area, he has over 4,000 beehives. He does it as a business.
Okay.
And so during that time, they'll clean out the hives, and they will load them up onto boats and trucks. And then they will take them to the trees so that it can be as pure as possible from that. Then he has it sent off to like the University of Texas and has it tested and certified in its percentage that it's from that tree.
Okay. So makes sense.
So you guys got hit pretty hard with the Hurricane Michael?
Hurricane Michael. They said we had about 5 foot of surge water, which I know this building had it through the whole building.
Oh,
And
wow.
like the tin shed, they ended up moving completely from where they were. And I know that like Mexico Beach.
Yeah, we came from there, yep.
Was obliterated.
Sure.
Our favorite restaurant over there was washed completely out to sea.
Okay.
So it's been.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
slow repair.
Sure.
Not to mention all the like tornadoes and everything that went through that took all the trees that used to be there. You know, all the way further inland too, like up to I-10.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was bad. They finally declared it a Category 5.
Oh, wow.
Because they had a couple of sustaining winds that counted it as a 5.
And that was 2018, right?
Yes. The end of it. But yeah, because I think Mexico Beach had 14 for a surge.
Ooh.
And I mean, places that you would see were just foundations after that. And it hit like Panama City, Tingle Air Force, that area, place and stuff. Now, of course, there's been a lot of construction since.
Yeah, we stayed in
rebuilding. So.
we stayed in Port St. Joe, and
Yeah.
they're rebuilding as well. There's
Yes.
a lot of damage done.
My husband works in construction, and he's been a lot on Cape San Blas right now.
Oh, okay, sure. And that is how you say it, Cape San Blas.
As far as I know.
Okay.
I'm not originally from here, so
Oh, okay.
I might be getting it wrong, but I think that mainly they just call it the Cape. It's like St. George Island, the island.
Okay.
So just Apalachicola, Appalachia.
Sure.
They just shorten it. Wewa Hitchka, Wewa.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Okay.
just shorten the whole thing.
I like it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful evening.
You as well.
All right, we're getting ready to move. Heading off to our new location, Port St. Joe, Florida. Rig's aired up. Stabilizers are up. We're gonna head over to the propane station and get a fill right before we leave. And that's where we'll hook up the Jeep. There's a propane fill. Where he'll stop and we'll get the Jeep hooked up. Hi you guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching us and sticking around. We appreciate it. Don't forget to remember to subscribe, like, follow. If you're enjoying our videos, that helps us out. Please remember to comment below on anything you'd like us to show you or adventures you'd like us to take you along with on our journeys.
It's not a good angle.
You're absolutely right. I did that to your mom once too, but that can go in a blooper. Cut. Oops, wrong button. Why am I recording right now?
Hi you guys, today we are going to go see places. Hi you guys, today we are going to go see historical places in Apalachicola, Florida. Let's go!